Okay, let's begin how we can add hair to our object. First, you have to know you can assign hair to any object in Cinema 4D. Primitive object, an editable object, spline, and selection. It's better to assign the hair to editable object because if you these are parametric and they'll change it and you have to reroute your hair. For adding hair, as I said before, you can go into the groom layout and you can see we have a different selection tools of hair here and different tools of hair in this part. And you use a lot this simulation and hair object. You can add feathers, fur, and hair. You can add these things here if you want. You can go to the window customization and for example in comment manager you can customize it and you can simply for example here drag and drop add hair, add feather, add fur to here and then close it. And then you can go to window, what was that? Window customization and then save layout as or save layout. It's better to save layout as. You can call it you can see it's storing story library and in a layout groom tc groom or my groom tc groom and save. You can see your new layout will become here. If you go to the standard again to the groom, you can see your groom tc. You can see your tools are here. You can simply add hair. Okay, I do groom because maybe some people are seeing tutorial separately and you have to go to the simulation and understand the tools are here. So you can separate it here and simply you have to select your object that you want to add hair and simply add hair. These are guides. These are guides and the hair are creating in between these guides. If you render, we are in a default system, you can see these are hair. You can see the hair in viewport also, her line. You can see. I will be explaining all of these tabs separately. So this is one of the way that you can add hair. For example, and you can see what happened. We have an hair object here with an hair material. You can see if you go to the material, we have hair material here. We have lots of things to control hair here in the material, different. You can see density, king, freeze, scale, and lots of tab here: guide, hair, viewport, generate, dynamics, force, cache, parting, calling, and lots of things here that I explain it one by one. Just in this lesson, I want to explain how you can add hair to object. So I tell you the best way to adding the hair is to editable object. If you go to the polygon mode and for example a selection, you can see this selection of here is hair selection. If you want to go to your define selection, you have to your normal selection, you have to go to selection menu. This selection is special for hair because if you go to the selection, we have hair object, hair modes. You can see there point, roots. In the hair edit, hair selection, you can see we have different tools for selection. You can assign hair to the specific selection and add hair. You can see it adding hair to the selection, and we have a polygon selection. You can just add hair to the polygons. Okay. Another way to adding hair, you can delete that. You can, if you don't want, you can deselect everything and just add a hair. You can see it just create a hair object, but it does not assign to anything. If you go to the hair in guides, you can see in the guides, first if you want to create a hair, you have to add guides. In between the guides, we have hairlines, okay? So in a guide tab, you have to link object or selection that you want. For example, you can drag and drop your sphere here, you can see, or drag and drop your selection. So you can link your object here, or you can, if you don't, you can clear it. Just, okay, this is different way. Or you can add her to, go to the standard, you can add her to spline. It's very simple. You can create, oh, it's polygon, sorry. In a point mode, in a spline, you can create a spline and you can add her to a spline. So don't go to the grooming, we are go to the standard mode and you can add her. Very simple. You can see you can add her to your spline. We are explaining how to change the direction of that, but it's very simple. So you can add her to your spline. You can go to the hair, you can decrease or increase of the number of the hair to better see the hair in this case. You can see these are hair. An interesting way of that is you can add hair to hair in a specific situation. You can simply select the hair and add hair to hair. If you play, you can see we are adding hair to hair. Interesting. In some situations. So you learn how to add hair to different objects. You can add to a spline, you can add hair to another hair, or you can add hair to parametric object, or it's better way to editable object that has polygon points and edge. And you can just add hair to the polygons and then you can change it anyway. And then you can go to your TC Chrome, and if you want to use these tools a lot, for example, edit or selection or add tools, you can see the tools are here, but in some situation you can undock this and click and drag and add different menus here for yourself. But you can see these add hairs are also here, or you can use it directly there, or you can save it your different layout in customization. But in this case, I don't need that. You can go save as layout and just delete your layout to cleaning your. In the next lesson, we are going to here we are going to explain all of these different tabs one by one, and then go to other setting of the. Please don't forget to visit our TutorialCells apps channel. In this channel, we are introducing Android application and learn how to use them.